you find out about Aaliyah, and how much beyond today do you think that she'll be out for or limited for?
Yesterday we talked about it a little bit, and it's day to day. So today she's out, and we'll evaluate again tomorrow.
It's been reported before that she had a meniscus and unrivaled. Is that what it is again, and is it a re-aggravation of that injury or something else?
Yeah, I mean, our medical team can give you specifics about, what exactly it is. But, we said this since the first day of training camp, like we're going to be managing her, and managing her ramp up, managing her in the day-to-day. Again, it's still early, and so there's no reason to really push anything, and we want to make sure that we are utilizing an abundance of caution.
Just with AB out, how do you expect, Mo stepping up and, going to the 5, and then Maisha and Michaela as well?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that we've got to continue to do what we do well. Like, nobody needs to play outside themselves. Mo's going to continue to give us energy on the defensive end and rebound. And Mai is going to get more minutes. I mean, Mai's a really good facilitator. She's somebody who's an experienced player in this league. She understands what she needs to do when she steps on the floor, and KK and Didi, will certainly get more opportunity too. Obviously you hate to not have AB on the floor, but it's an opportunity for others that they might not have had, and so it's up to them to take advantage of it.
Steph, have you decided who will replace AB in the starting lineup? And
Maisha's going to be in the starting lineup.
And then to piggyback off of just the defensive talk from last game, what things do you maybe see on tape to carry over to this game even without AB?
Yeah, a lot of it's just initial positioning. A lot of it's, just allowing teams to pass the ball around the perimeter, flatten our corners, not up the line, being screen magnets, running into every screen. I mean, because we're leaving a lot of space. And some of those things are things that you can address, some slippage issues that you can address when you practice. We're in this stretch, unfortunately, where we just haven't had an opportunity to really do that. And sometimes that happens, and our group has got to be a group that continues to grow, and being able to make those changes in real time, and to make those changes from watching on film.
Caitlin kind of mentioned this in passing a little bit last game, that she's taken more two-point shots this year. She's gotten to the rim, gotten in the restricted area more. I guess, is that something you wanted to see from her coming into this year, and how much does that help both her and the team offensively?
I think it's the way people are playing her. I mean, I wouldn't want to trade threes for twos if I'm them either. You want to run her off the three-point line. You want to force her to be a scorer and not allow her to do both. And so I think part of it's strategy. I think the other part is for her to be able to get some easy ones and see them go in. She didn't play for a long time, and coming out and being able to shoot this with the same efficiency that she did before that in real time without having live action is tough. And I think for her, getting easy looks, keeping the defense honest, is important, and she's worked on it. You can tell she's worked on it. She's stronger. Her finishes at the rim are more creative. She has the ability to do that, and then defenses have to adjust if they're going to keep letting her do that, or if they're going to make some sort of adjustments. So I'm just proud of the way that she's been patient with that, and that she is taking what the defense gives her.
With Aaliyah being out, it also gives you probably a chance to go smaller and maybe maximize that type of lineup. If that's the case, is it really just trying to maximize pace, space, and open up the middle of the floor for dribble drives?
Yeah, at some point, but it's also you also got to rebound out of it. We use a small lineup at times, in the past, and we haven't been a very good rebounding team, and we can't run if we don't get the ball. And so it's an opportunity, I think, depending upon the matchup, for us to do that. And then being able to take ownership of yes, we might have more defensive versatility, we might have more offensive spacing, but if we don't have the ball, it doesn't matter. So we've got to be able to rebound in that lineup. Thank you.